back for game 2. Pioneers won the first one 8-0 in 5 innings. The starting defense for the Pioneers: Sarah Melodia in the circle. Kelly Stokes catching. Riley Slikert at first. Allie Van Lanker at second. Abby Schulte at third. Morgan Fouch at short. Nia Brown in left. Cordelia Hanger in center. Gabby Pena in right. KK will be the DP. The lineup for the Indians: Melody Thorne at short. Eliana Pretty on top in center. Kylie Standing Water behind the plate. Kaylin Roberts at first. Amanda Factor in right. Turquoise Pierre in the circle. Kira Lyons at second. Cheyenne Shichili at third. Sischili. Oh. Marilyn Goodman, the DP. And what is that first name? Butterfield. What is her first name? I can't read that. Huh? Taylor Butterfield in left field as the flex. Ow. Sarah Melodia in the circle for the Pioneers. She is 3-1. This is her 5th appearance, 5th start, a 4.90 ERA. First pitch, ball 1. 20 innings, 28 hits, 5 strikeouts, 15 walks, 12 HBPs. Too many freebies this year. Batting average 333. Fouled away, 2-1. Like little stingers? Yeah, there's a whole bunch, right? Grounded to Slikert at first. She takes it 3-U. 1 out. We got the foul ball crash with the cat. We've got like Jeopardy. There's other little things like yeah, there's a bunch of sound clips like that. But then like if someone flies out to the warning track, you play Against the Wind. There's a little clip of Against the Wind from, was that Bob Seger? So Aliana's a switch hitter, I think, right? She batted lefty once yesterday, or in game 1. This is Aliana pretty on top. Bunted back to Melodia. Tough play. Got her. Ball 1 to Kylie Standing Water. Standing Water's like not standing on water. Yeah, Anna said like Jesus, like a pond. Yeah. Or like my basement a month ago. It was not great. Yes. Kelly Stokes behind the plate. I haven't seen her there yet. It's been Van Lanker every game I've seen. They've switched positions. Van Lanker played a lot of second last year. I wonder what they each prefer. I was a catcher, and then one season in the summer I played left field because we had a guy who was a good catcher, but he didn't play anything else, and I was a little bit more versatile. Ball four, 2-out walk. So I played left field all summer, but then that guy got hurt, and I went back behind the plate, and it really felt like home. It felt nice to be back there. I wonder if either of them have that preference over second base. The world was all right again. Everybody in front of me, I can see everybody. Yeah. I did enjoy left field, though.
Yeah, not much work.
And you just relax out there and then make awesome throws occasionally. And I could throw, that was for sure. Back in '82, I could throw it over the mountains.
You have plenty of time in the outfield.
Yeah, and I could run back then too. Ripped foul. 1-1.
How hard is just to hit it straight? Come on.
You should get in there and try it. It'd be hilarious. We should do that. We should have a video of you trying to hit a softball.
That'll be great.
A soccer player stepping in there. Every time Anna sees someone hit a foul ball, she's like, "Come on, just hit it straight." How hard is that?
How hard?
Yeah, extremely.
Get Grace out there.
Yeah.
Show me some.
We'll get Grace Burlage out there on the circle.
They invited me the other day to hit with them.
Oh yeah?
Easy.
All right, next time we'll set up a video. Grounded back to the circle over her head. Fouch can't get there. Takes out Van Lanker. Bodies flying everywhere. First and second, 2 outs. Wonder if we have that from the center field camera angle. Does it look better? Nope, can't see anything. So trouble with 2 outs in the first.
Just incredible that that ball can bounce.
Strike, hey? That's interesting.
Factor?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you.
Saw her last night.
Amanda Factor hitting 077. She's like 1 for 13. Yeah, she was in there. Oh, did we lose everybody in the chat? Go ahead and just
Hi.
say where you're watching from. Let the YouTube algorithm think that this is a happening show that needs to be pushed in front of more people. We're close to 3,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, do that. Where are we at? Where can I find that? We were like 20 away or so. Caught at third base, that line drive. No time to switch the camera, but I'll show it to you anyway, because I'm a generous fella.
This is really sweet.
The drink?
Yeah. I might have a headache.
Are you Colombian coffee's like world famous, right? Were you into coffee when you lived there?
Yeah, but
Or were you too young?
it's the little one. It's like espresso, and they serve it in like 2-3 sips. You're done.
And did you have that as a kid even? Is it that common?
No, my dad has a hereditarian.
What?
My dad is a coffee's bad for him, so it's bad for us too.
Oh, interesting.
So we always have decaf. But this is pretty good.
Oh, nice.
The photographer, one of the teacups. I told him,
Yes, they have better cameras and better whatnot.
I told him to send that.
Just get 5 good ones and call it good.
Okay. Get Cordelia steal it in like the next way, and then you're good.
Oh yeah. Does she have a single season record or does she have the school record?
Career record. Career record. Single season is 40 something
So
from Brianna Payne.
she's got to 32.
Brianna Payne could play, man. 2010. That 2010 softball team was loaded.
I feel like I missed the good era of sports here.
You're in a good one now.
The internet era.
Hi Taylor.
Because people will
You're in a good era now. Everyone's making nationals.
That's true. Did you hear the joke I made at the PDs? I said we should have a most improved award and give football.
It's true though. I mean, it's not even that bad of a joke. Cordelia Hanger.
Well, that happens when you have a coach for 4 years. Finally.
Squares around, checks it up, takes the ball 1-0. She came into the day hitting 444, 20 for 45. She's now 23 for 49. That is 469.
What is Nate anyway?
Where's Nate?
Yeah.
Where are you, Nate Torres? Anita's asking. Grounded to second. One away.
It's not like he's needed in practice. There's no practice.
They did practice indoors today.
Right.
Mark Beardsall. I don't know what those words are after that. Looks like French. Is that French? What was that? Ball one or what? What happened? Anybody? Nobody was watching. Ball one. It sounded like a ball. Looks like we're good. Cord, oh, it's French. Cordeline, daughter's on the reserve team. Driven into deep left center, caught near the track. Van Lanker gave it a nice ride, but 2 down. How did the French end up in Idaho? That's a unusual place to settle. Probably
Cordelia?
an interesting story. Fouled away. 0-1 to KK Bayless. KK was 2 for 2 in game 1. So she's now 15 for 31, just under 500. Good question. How does anybody end up in Idaho is a good question. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. I think their population's population 16. I went there last year, actually. This last May, Lewiston for the World Series. The place is spectacularly beautiful. My first time to Idaho and my first time to Washington. We flew into Washington.
He answered.
I agree that it's better than Cali. I agree with you there. Into deep center field.
No.
Bounces up against the fence. KK makes the turn, heads into second. Slides in dangerously. We don't like to see that, but
I hate when she does that. Break. Now you cannot say the other knee. Because she broke both.
doesn't matter. She's got a bad shoulder, bad knees, can't see, can't hear. Still hitting 500.
Sounds like your dog.
My dog?
You can see, you can hear.
My dog's fine. What are you talking about?
Oh, your dog's not old?
No. Ball one. She's doing something about illegal pitch or something, but ball anyway. 1-0. This is Kelly Stokes.
Just like a warning.
This ball's leaving the yard. Oh, up the middle. Passed and through. KK probably would have been sent if she was fully functioning, but that sounded funnier than I meant it to. But Jen Felvis held her up at third wisely.
You're defective.
Yeah.
Is that right? Defective?
Defective is, yeah, I mean, that's not a very flattering term to say to a human.
But
It's
she
more,
had to go around someone.
yeah, more of a,
Lost time.
oh, what did he, oh, does she want maybe interference on KK? She had to go around the shortstop? That could be obstruction. I did, no, I did not. But you can back it up on YouTube and tell us what happened there at short.
But they did not collide.
No, he's saying no interference or obstruction, whatever the term is. I get them confused. But the fielder has a right to the ball, so it's up to the runner to get out of the way. So we'll see. Morgan Fouch now, first and third, 2 outs. Strike one. Fouch came into the day hitting 500, 21 for 42, and she had a couple hits last game. She is over 500 at this point. Ooh. 0-2. Ball. This will be a foul ball. Oh, a little poke job into right field. She's absolute money this year. Stokes heading to third, which moves Fouch up to second. That's just a plus, not a double. RBI, 1-0 Pioneers. Riley Slikerd. Grandpa Rod, tell me something. I've been told it's Slikerd, like as if it were ERD at the end. Is that how you pronounce it, or do you hit the O a little bit? Slikerd. Called strike two. I like to be accurate with my pronunciations, so Slikerd seems like it's evolved from Slycord, but Slycord, or is it Slikerd? The 0-2. Got her swinging. Pioneers pick up one, leave a couple in scoring position, and we go to the top of the second up 1-0. It's a good nickname, though. Smart one. It's too cold to look up at the scoreboard. None of us caught it. It's dumping snow here, so our daughter is happy she's there. Well, it's 42 degrees here. Riley Ann, yeah. I've seen it, Riley Ann, somewhere else. Social media. Whoops. Nobody saw that. 26 here and about 5 inches of snow. The problem with Kansas winters, I came from Indiana and Illinois growing up where we get lake effect snow from the Great Lakes and you get legit winters with tons of snow. And as a kid, that's great, right? Ripped into left field. That was Turquoise Pierre. Leadoff knock. Tying run aboard. But in Kansas, you get like 17 inches of snow per year. We used to get 17 inches per storm in Indiana. So around here, you get the miserable weather, you get the cold, but you don't even get the fun snow. Grounded to short, Fouch. One away. Runner moves up. Just 6'3" with a plus. Sly chord. So you do hit the R a little. You hit the O and chord a little bit. Sly chord. All right. That's what I started with, but then I heard sly chord and I don't know. Wait, who is this?
They're trying to turn up the volume on the headset.
What?
The dog's headset, the one that you.
They asking you? Who's the hitter? 20. Cheyenne Chili. 1-0. 1-1. Throw down to second. Nice try from Stokes. You can't turn up that volume. What? Like what? Why? What is it plugged? Ask them where it's plugged in first of all. They may have jacked up with that. It's always plenty loud and we never adjust it. Called strike 2. Say hi. What are they saying? What are they saying?
I just said to check the first book.
No, that has nothing to do with anything. Make sure it's plugged into just mic 1 or mic 2. Not PA headset. Grounded to second, Van Lanker. 2 outs, runner moves to third. So this is Goodman, the DP. Who's asking?
I don't know whose number this is. I think it's Bridget. No, not Bridget. I don't know.
Is it Trey or Hudson?
Or Nate. Someone. Why is she trying so low?
Well, it's not on purpose. Sometimes you kick it wrong, right?
Yeah, when that happens too much.
You make an adjustment. Grounded. Melodia knocks it down. Got her. She's always been able to field her position really well. We go to the bottom of the second, up 1-0.
That was too fucking fun.
Got the big song from Moana playing in the background. There's some kid on YouTube. My kids watch this kid on YouTube, and he sings that song "Shiny" from Moana. Remember the big crab with all the jewels? Sings that song "Shiny," and he screams it on YouTube. Shiny, and it's really horrible, but it's like it's also I can't help but laugh at it. I did not like that movie. What did you think of that movie? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I never saw it a second time. I was like, okay, this is fine.
What about Encanto?
Encanto, I had not seen all. Like, I haven't seen it yet. It was on in the background over Christmas. Like my nephews and stuff were watching it while we were playing cards, and I have not given that my full attention yet.
You gotta do it.
They're Colombian, right? So you had to love that. And was it legit? Like, did they represent Colombia well and everything?
Yeah.
Customs and culture and all that? Where's Miranda from? He's Puerto Rican, right? Lin Manuel? I thought he was Puerto Rican. Hey Siri, where's Lin Manuel Miranda from?
I think we have this.
Oh! That was destroyed to left field. I couldn't find it. Sorry, I'll show you again. It was caught.
We have this conversation before.
Really? Well, he's from New York. I think he's a Native American. Not a Native American. You know what I mean? His dad, I think, was from Puerto Rico, though. That was Abby Schulte. This is Nia Brown.
Do you remember Pedro Garcia? Baseball pitcher?
Grounded towards short, softly. 2 down. I remember Pedro Martinez, not Pedro Garcia, a major league pitcher.
From Venezuela.
Okay.
He's in the World Classic.
Yeah.
Representing Colombia.
Huh.
He had double nationality.
Nice. Right back to the circle, and she caught it. Or it caught her.
Whoop. Just fall in her glove.
Siri didn't answer me. Manuel Miranda was born to parents of Puerto Rican and grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood in Manhattan. So he's Puerto Rican. I was right.
Good job, guys. Always working hard over here.
Thank you. We missed your commentary on the chat. Right, right.
Come on, they have to score.
That was Daisha Harris. Daisha McGee now. I'm a big Hamilton fan, so I know my Lin-Manuel Miranda. You a Hamilton fan? No? Can you hear me? Hamilton? What? You don't-
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh,
I mean, Lewis Hamilton.
no, you've never heard of Hamilton, the play by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Come on.
Lin-Manuel Miranda made the music for Encanto.
I know, that's why I was talking about him.
That's the only reason why I know him.
Dude,
I haven't seen that one. My family doesn't like. My husband doesn't like music.
I know, but it's not this is different.
I know. That's what people keep saying.
Yes. It's not just a musical. It's a Shook up the world, did Hamilton.
Right.
Did.
Everything is the same.
Since 2016, everything's the same? No, it's not.
There's more corruption.
The Cubs won.
Cubs won.
That's different.
It's the same.
He did Moana too, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. But he got those opportunities because of Hamilton. And he got that opportunity because of In the Heights. But that's neither here nor there. It's certainly not here. Who's up? Thorne. Back to the top of the order. Whoops, that's not a strike. That's just 2 strikes. ...2016 was certainly a linchpin year. That was the Trump era, first of all. And it was pre and post Cubs World Series. For me, that changed what I carry around as a Cubs fan. I feel differently. And then
Disappointed they haven't made it.
it's been a great era for Cubs baseball in my lifetime. Another 1-2. Back to the circle, off Melodia's glove, flip, too late, base hit,
What is that?
base hit.
One base. That's not an error, right?
Hit.
That's hit. Single to pitcher.
Yes, usually, unless it's a roller, anything back to the pitcher is always, it's never going to be an error. Angels fan, beards all. Yeah, that 2002 team is one of my favorites.
Being a baseball fan is hard.
What?
In regular season.
What'd you say?
Being a baseball fan, it's hard to keep up with 100 games.
It is. It's hard to keep up. I used to do it.
In what? 4 months? 5 months?
6.
6 months?
Called strike. Eckstein, Erstad, Salmon, Anderson, Fletcher, Gloss, Spezio, Molina.
In Colombia, we used to think that if you throw the baseball to the person and hit them, that's a out. So we tried to do that and miss.
Even if they touch the base?
Yeah.
Okay. Chone Figgins,
Try to punch it.
Chone, pronounced Sean. I always thought that was funny. John Lackey, who came to my Cubbies in 2016. Then you had that lefty puss baller Washburn. Then that bullpen was lights out with K-Rod and Donnelly.
Yeah!
Strike 3. Who was your number 3 pitcher? You had Washburn, Lackey. I'm not going to get it. It's not coming to me. Oh, yeah, Justin Weaver. Or is it? Or was that his brother?
So
Jared.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, Justin Bieber was on the 0-2 Angels. I don't think so. So do you hate the 2005 White Sox because of being an Angels fan and how they got screwed in game 2 there? Drop third strike. 2005 White Sox team, that's one of my favorite teams as well. Into center field, shallow and towards the right. That's dropping. I didn't see it. I got screened. Cordelia caught that as she ran into the second baseman. Van Lanker, 2 down. Yeah, Angels fans don't want to talk about Game 2 of the ALCS 2005. That's a long time ago, man.
I miss receiving the
Feel
payout.
old. These kids were all born after that, weren't they? When were these? When were you born? What year? 2000. Well, you're old.
These are like 2001 to 2004.
Okay. They were just babies. Tapped foul.
Yeah, my dog's right.
White Sox got a break on a drop third strike and then did not lose again that year.
I have 5 minutes.
Oh, it's so nice not having to do the stats.
Your hands are.
Yeah, my hands are free to be warm. Ball one, 1-1. Rip to third, 5-1. There's 2 outs, no double plays. When I get talking about baseball, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing.
You should ask them where is their those routines baseball and softball people have.
Superstitions?
Yeah, where are their superstitions when their daughters play?
What's your superstition when your daughter's at the plate? Anna wants to know. I don't mind. I don't get to talk about baseball very much. No one cares. Nobody cares anymore. And remember, I think the White Sox pinch ran in that game too that I'm talking about. Then they literally didn't make another substitution the rest of the series. 3 complete games and no subs. Kind of remarkable. Number 4 is pitching. Has she been there the whole time? Yeah, shows how much I'm paying attention. Yeah, I gotta imagine it's hard to. She does better when I'm not looking and she's at the plate. Fair enough.
I don't watch.
And she doesn't watch. Doesn't watch. Top of the order for the Pioneers: Hanger, Van Lanker, and Bayless.
They put their jackets on now.
You're technically supposed to have your number on these overcoats or fleeces, but they don't enforce that. Ball one to Hanger. Ball one. She said ball, right? Yeah, ball. Ball one. Now, yeah, ball and you're good. Push ball and you're going to be good. There you go. Tap to second. Possibly could beat that one out. Wow.
Whoa!
She's so fast, she's safe. Second baseman's coming up a little gimpy. What happened there? Kind of got twisted up when she was fielding that. Let's have a look.
She had to turn around.
Oh yeah, a little hyperextension there. We know all about knee pain at this table. See money, money, see money, money, hey. It's a tough rhythm.
What's the pepper Peter butter tongue twister?
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
I had to learn that for school when I was in like 8th grade.
I saw on your bio that you graduated summa cum laude.
Magna. Magna.
Magna cum laude, which is high honors, highest honors. And you didn't even speak the language when you got here? I speak the language
I
just
speak
fine.
a little bit. I had some English. Yeah.
I speak the language just fine, and I did not get any cum laudes.
I was interested in what I was learning.
That helps.
Yes.
I was not.
Now I'm not interested in what I'm learning.
So you're getting bad grades in grad school?
No. Yes. I never had a C in undergrad.
I,
Now I do.
I had an average of a C.
Yeah. You for to graduate for your graduate program, you have to have a 3.0 GPA. For undergrad, it's 2.0.
Yes, I know. That's exactly what mine was. It was the lowest graduating GPA in the history of college.
2.01.
2.00. My final class got me there. I was such a bad student.
So yeah, I cannot have a C anymore. I have to keep it up.
Pay the fee, get a B. That's what I've always heard about grad school.
Really? I have to retake a class.
Maybe it's not true, but I wasn't going to grad school. Allie Van Lanker, as we get off the discussion of my college academic career, swing and a miss. Easy stolen base for Hanger.
All right, I'm leaving after this.
She's so fast, she's safe.
Hey. You think she'll try it there?
No,
Is it closer or something?
it is closer, but she could make it. It's just not worth a risk at this point. But I don't think there's much risk. Cordelia moves up, ground out, one out. KK Bayless now. Turquoise Pierre is from Polson, Montana. Montana, another ridiculously beautiful state.
I always thought that Hannah Montana was from Montana.
I don't know where it's not a real person.
Right. Well, the character of
Right. Where is she from?
California.
Okay. Gets the bunt down. Foul.
So you're keeping my laptop? I'll pick it up tomorrow. Oh, that one.
Pick it up tomorrow from where? My house?
Sure. I have to move it.
We didn't think that one through, did we?
No, not really.
The 2-1. Drilled into deep center field. It's going to be at least a sac fly. Caught at the warning track. Cordelia scores easily, and it's 2-0.
Is that an REI?
Yes. You said SF?
No. That wasn't a.
That's exactly what it was.
Fine.
There's no decision to be made there. If you score on a fly ball, it's a sacrifice fly. Teaching my GA some stat. Did you ever watch baseball or softball ever before coming here?
Yeah.
Softly into left, caught by the shortstop. We say goodbye to Anna, and we move to the top of the fourth. Gracias.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. See ya. She's got actual responsibilities to tend to. I can do it. I'm used to doing softball by myself. Factor, the 5 hole, leads off the top of the fourth. Facing Sarah Melodia in her fourth inning of work. Drilled but foul. 0-1. Grounded to third, foul. If you're interested in MNU baseball, their series this weekend has been shifted a couple of days. Check out MNUsports.com for dates, times, and locations. We're going to be in Parkville, hosting Clark, number 20, Clark. Clark baseball off to a really nice start. In that first ranking that just came out, number 20, Pioneers, nowhere to be found after a rough start. Got her swinging. Pioneer baseball is back on the winning track lately, but they lost 8 or 9 in a row at some point there at the beginning. Starting to figure it out. A lot of new guys, but we'll see. We start the conference with the two best teams, CMU and Clark, and then CMU. So we'll see exactly where we're at. Melodia fielding her position. Greg Maddox up there. Little nubber caught. Pioneer basketball teams finished really good seasons at nationals. They both lost in the first round. The men lost to Indiana Wesleyan. Wesleyan, it was absolutely huge. They dwarfed our bigs. They had a 7-footer who could move and was a nice player. The girls lost in overtime. The women lost in overtime to Georgetown. Terrell Sean Smith with a half-court heave that just barely rimmed off would have won it. Angels are doing well in spring training. Well, we all know what that means. A whole lot of nothing. We shared Joe Madden for a while too, Cubs and Angels fans. I think he outsmarted himself occasionally. But being a big league manager is really hard to criticize those guys. But it seems like everyone else in your division is still getting better, and you're just kind of still hoping that what you get is what you get. Now, is Rendon healthy? Can you get me a healthy Rendon, and then you've got three absolute massive superstars in the middle of your lineup, and maybe you can make some noise with the Rangers. I mean, the Rangers look good. I didn't know what the heck they were trying to do, but they all of a sudden look pretty good. Nubbed at the plate. 0-1. Foul. And then, of course, the Astros added one of my favorites, Jose Abreu, to an already awesome team. So, I mean, the Angels are going to get left behind unless everything goes perfectly, it seems. Ripped up the middle. Man. Man, she's looking good this year. Wow. Yeah, you need some arms. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't even matter if you've got three superstars. That'll carry you for a bit, but not when it matters. Riley Ann Slycord. Riley Ann Slycord now. Oh, and 2. Foul. What about, you had another hitter, Walsh or something like that? Remember when the Angels had Trout, Pujols, and Josh Hamilton, and that never really materialized. The 0-2, tapped foul at the plate. Riley Ann saw that one the whole way. Fish ain't biting. 1-2. Yeah, Deb Carpenter, you can rewind it to the beginning if you want, and then watch at like 1.5 speed or double speed even to catch up. There's a place in the settings for that. Ripped to short. Wow, that ball was stung. Boy, she's got that extra. Yep. Extra juice, man. She's so strong. Watch this ball dive on the shortstop. She had top spin on it. She had no chance. Whoop. Looks like we're going to run it first. '23 is Newberry. So who's going to lead the cheers in the dugout now? Who's the? Uh-oh. So we'll see what happens now. We got two of the dugout leaders not in the dugout right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Called strike 1 on Abby Schulte. Let's fix this. Can't. Josie Day's leading it. It's a little bit awkward, though. It's not quite right. Up the middle and through. Fouch makes the turn. Heads to the plate. Throw cut off, and now we've got shenanigans. She's actually laughing out there. Got her. So that was 8-3-6 on that put out. There's an out, there's a run, and I will figure this out on the stats. In play, single to center. She's out 8-3-6. Fouch scores. RBI, and we're good. Nailed it. Nia Brown now. The first game ended so quickly that the second game started way early. So if you're waiting until 4 o'clock or something, we started at like 3:35 or so. Tapped to the pitcher. Runner moves up, 2 outs. The pitcher got that, right? Jeez. Gabby Pena now. Swing and a miss, strike one. Also make sure in your YouTube settings, for those of you not technologically inclined, you can change it to the maximum quality, which is 720 today. Grounded to short. 3 outs. Pioneers get a run. We go to the top of the 5th, up 3-0. Hopefully, when we are back home, Riley Slikard re-enters. Hopefully, when we're back home, the internet's good enough to get us 1080 video streaming, which is super clear. But I'm not sure. It's kind of sketchy out there at Williams Field. Haven't been out there to test it this year. So if it looks a tad blurry on YouTube, switch it to 720 and it'll clean up for you. At least a little bit. It's not 1080 clear, but it's good. 720 is still considered HD. Melodia to face 8-9-1. Chili, Goodman, and Thorne. It misses 3-1. Little doinker down the line, foul, full count. I was just looking at the softball schedule this year. The two ranked teams in the conference are Grandview and Baker. Baker has an absolute superstar freshman pitcher. Last name Baker, as it turns out. Just go look at her numbers if you can find them. They're just otherworldly. I think she averages around, if not more than, two strikeouts per inning. And Grandview, we play those two teams the final 2 weekends of the year. Fouled away. So I thought that we would be challenging teams like that for the top of the conference this year if we got sorry. This team can swing it. We got a ton of sticks. And if we can get Burlage pitching like she did against Midland, that's somebody who can beat anybody. And so once you get down to that part of the schedule, we could theoretically have a really nice conference record facing teams that aren't necessarily challenging for the top. Swing and a miss. Check down there. 0-2. We play Central Methodist in the middle of the year, so that'll be a nice gauge. It seems, I haven't seen them, of course, but they're not ranked, and they usually are. So we'll see what they got this year. But let's just say for fun that we beat everybody that we should and split with CMU. Let's say just for fun. Just you know, just talking crap right here. We could get down to those final couple weekends. Fouled away against Baker and against Grandview, and we could have records similar to them at that point in the season, which is something we haven't seen from MNU softball, challenging for a conference title late in the year, you know? Haven't seen that in 10 years or so. You could anticipate good things this year. The way the schedule worked out, not saying that we couldn't beat those teams now. I'm just saying we don't know. I'm just saying that'd be really fun. Why was she so startled by that? What happened? This is college, ma'am. We can catch it. We can catch it pretty well. Scroll back and check out the umpire a couple seconds ago if you want to see what I'm talking about. Bunted. Slikerd makes the play. Sacrifice 3-4, but 2 outs. 3-4 BU, sack, plus, and Pretty on top with batting left-handed now. With 2 outs and a runner at second. Now the problem with my theory is that I don't actually know how good MNU is. And I don't know how good the rest of the teams, those who are generally middle or bottom of the pack teams in the conference, I don't know how they are actually either. But sometimes I get my theories correct. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. And I think this team is good, MNU. I think we'll be above average. And so if we can beat those below average teams or average teams in the conference, we'll get to the end and be right there with the big boys for the first time in a while. So stay tuned with this team. We'll see. Up the middle, Fouch. Solid as a rock. You're not getting it past her. Bottom 5, 3-0. Mount Mercy is also a team that generally gives us problems. They have that stud pitcher, but they're not ranked either. Clark gives me problems personally. But talk about that later. We host them again, Clark. I assumed that I wasn't going to be able to address the controversy of last season until next year, because I thought we would play them at home in 22 and then again in 24. But no, we host them again this year. So stay tuned for the Clark doubleheader I will be addressing. Been waiting a year to address that. I've been thinking about it for a year. Top of the order for the Pioneers, Hanger, Van Lanker, and Bayless. I mean, this lineup, listen to this lineup for the Pioneers. Hanger hitting well into the high 400s. Van Lanker, a couple of grand slams, hitting around 400. Bunted foul. Bayless is Bayless. We all know her. Stokes hitting the high 400s. Fouch hitting over 500. And then the bottom half of that lineup still has plenty of threat in it if they're not hitting the high 400s. Not everybody can do that. Ball 1, 1-1. But Schulte, 3 bombs. Chloe Smith has shown pop, hitting in over 300. Slashed foul. Sligard coming back from injury. She has that Ruthian, Judgian power. Is Fiorella hurt this year? She's out for a little bit. So I'm hearing, wow, strikeout. Don't see many of those from Hanger. Nia Brown. We have confidence that she will have a solid season. She was good last year at Johnson County, I learned. Just outside, 1-0. Good call, Blue. Maddie Brooks was hitting in the middle of this lineup. She got hurt. So we'll see. This Pioneer team has plenty of depth. That's foul. Plenty of depth, and when you can get dangerous hitters from 6 through 9 in the bottom of the order, that is just lethal on opposing pitchers. 1-1 on Van Lanker. Pops straight up over our heads. 1-2. Drilled into deep left center field. Outfielder's giving it a look, and it leaves the yard. Home run. Allie Van Lanker. And it is 4-0. I know it's easy to say now, but I talked myself out of calling a home run right there, right before it happened. Dang. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about saying this pitch is leaving the yard, but then I'm like, I don't know if I should go with that feeling. It's a 1-2 count. I already missed a couple of calls in a row. KK now gets the bunt down. Foul. She would have beaten it. But I talked myself out of it in my head, so it doesn't count. Look at that. That's a perfect swing, man. She's got a really nice hack. Four homers on the season for Van Lanker. Slashed foul. Hannah Van Lanker in the chat. How you doing, Hannah? How's the little one? All-conference center fielder for the Pioneers back. Geez, I don't even know anymore. How long ago was that? Little chopper. Just don't hurt yourself. Anybody. One away. I want to say 17 or 18, but I get my years so jacked up now. I used to know it. I used to know all that stuff. Now it's gone. Kelly Stokes. I feel like it's been a relatively quiet day from Kelly Stokes. Is that accurate? But she's going to slash one into left center for a double here. I think she's gotten a couple hits. It's just she made a ton of noise last weekend. $2019. That was way off. See, I don't have it anymore. Another one on the way. Good job. Three and one. Here comes this double into left center. You ready? Dang. No, didn't get an opportunity. Morgan Fouch has not been quiet. Just keeps knocking lasers all over the yard. I don't know what to predict from her. She's got so many different consistencies. How about a double play? Can't have a double play with 2 outs, Jenkins. I don't know what's going on. Still well struck. She squared that up. Just got on top of it a little bit. That's the thing. I was thinking Hannah Van Lanker was from 17 and 18 because it wasn't that long ago. Well, yes, it was. We're in 2023 now. 2019 was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 seasons ago. I don't know. I still think 20 years ago was 1980, so I haven't quite made the adjustment after Y2K. Who's that singer? Kylie Standing Water leads off. Who sings this song? Michael Jackson? Who was that? Okay, yeah. You shouldn't have to ask for Michael Jackson songs, but that's one of his less popular ones. I know they're all hits, but when you compare them to all the other ones, I don't know any of the words to that one. Can't understand what he's saying. You know how these days artists get canceled if they do stuff like Michael Jackson is accused of doing? He's pretty much cancel proof, isn't he? There's a level of artistry that seems to overcome even the weirdest of allegations, you know? And he achieved that, so I don't know. Good for him, I guess. Yeah. 3-1 to Standing Water. Lead off walk. Kaylin Roberts now, 4-hole. Came in hitting 429, 6 for 14. Change ball. What is that? Is that like air brakes? What? Misfire? Interesting. Jam shot. You could actually let that one drop and then trade off base runners, you know? Don't need to panic too much. With the runner on first, you can let that one. You can be a little less aggressive if you want to. Could let it drop on purpose, flip it to first, and then get a double play, too. If you're really crafty. Changeup misses up, or something off speed misses up. 1-0 to factor the 5-hole. That one hit the batter. I thought that looked strange. So a couple runners for Haskell. Chance to get cut into this lead now. 1 out. 2 on for the pitcher, Pierre, kind of contractually obligated to mention that she could help herself. Could Turquoise. Swings through that one 0-1. So what is that? Just and that's a gun misfiring? Okay. Click. Click, click. Only when someone swings and misses on an off-speed pitch. Or just any swing and miss. Any swing and miss is a misfiring gun. Okay. I only hear it seemingly on off-speed pitches. But, okay. Do other teams do that too? Everybody do that? Okay. Good. It's because I hear similar chants, so it's good to have something unique for your own team. 1-2 count on Turquoise Pierre. Melodia wanted that one. It was off the plate. Try to bust her in with a heater right here. Break her bat. Off speed, fouled off the cap of the bat. Full count. Big pitch right here. It's tough to ask the guy who's standing at shortstop if she swung at that or not. That would have been a really rough call if that had gone against Haskell. Full count, one out. Ooh. Tying run comes to the plate. 3 freebies this inning. 2 walks and an HBP. Lyons. Kira Lyons came into the day 1 for 8 at the plate. Zone's tightening up on Sarah here. She lives on the edges, needs those. She doesn't have that blow you away stuff. She relies on soft contact. Grounded to third. 4-2. Hits the runner. Nothing. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Got her right in the spine, man. Right in the small of the back. No, thank you. In play. Not in play. Who doesn't have rosemary? Rosemary's expensive. No, it's not. I'm thinking of saffron. Sorry. Thank you. Can you try Price Chopper instead of Walmart? Who was it? 24 for 2? Okay. That's Headbird, one of the Headbirds. Oh my. Why is that one a strike? It wasn't last at bat. All right, Josephine Headbird is at first base. Yeah. Grounded to third. Schulte. Melodia gets out of it unscathed. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Pioneers. So what are you making with rosemary? Second baseman is back at second base. Number 2, Lions. What kind of steak? What cut? Okay. With rosemary and garlic. In like a chuck roast, a big old thing. I cook steak all the time, so I'm used to that. Yeah. So that's cheaper. Is it still good? I get ribeyes all the time, and those are like $20, so it's way too expensive. But it's okay. I was wondering what MFCP meant, Deb. I was like, I don't know if I want to try to decipher what that meant. Be careful with those acronyms. Riley Slycord. She's had at least 2 hits today. And then a strikeout, I think. Popped up. Boy, she smacks herself on the back. E3. Second baseman was camped under it. First baseman said, I'll take it, and then did not. Schulte now, homered in game 1. Ripped into left field, down in front of the left fielder. Slyker to second. Schulte's taking some good swings today. A couple of rockets. Nia Brown now with a chance. Huh? 6. Bunts right through that one. I learned how to cook an awesome steak like 3-4 years ago. See if you're interested. It's called the reverse sear. I put it in a 250-degree oven with lots of salt and pepper on each side. Rosemary and garlic will do just fine. Foul. Put it in a 250-degree, if you got a thick one, like an inch thick, 25 minutes. And then after that, you heat up oil really hot so it's smoking. And then you sear that on each side for 30 to 35 seconds. Don't let it rest. It's ready to go. To short, knocked down. They throw to third. Get an out there. That was smoked by Nia Brown. Bad luck. I do that with ribeyes and fillets. I don't know if that'll work so well with FC6 plus 6-5. Pena now, first and second, 1 out. I'm gonna give a wild pitch on that. She reached as far as she could. Bunts through that, strike 1. So if you're into steak, the reverse sear is a nice thing to check out. You need a non-stick or a cast iron. I used cast iron for a long time, but now I got a really nice pan for Christmas. Softly hit foul. Cordelia bails. Nowhere to go. What do we got? 2-1. As that was an illegal pitch. That's a good strike right there. That's a good pitch. On the knees, inside of the left-handed batter's box. Sometimes they'll drift out there, but that was inside of it. Bases loaded for Hanger. Now it's interesting for slappers like Hanger. With the bases loaded, it's kind of a disadvantage because they can just flip it home. So she kind of needs to do one of those slashed balls into left field over the infielders' heads. Kind of take a full swing here. Got decent speed at third, I think. How is she at third? Taylor? No, you're fine. What's our speed at third? But you were off in another world right there. That's a full swing. That's a full swing from Cordelia, something we don't see. So she said if she ever hit a home run, she'd freak out. That could have been a chance right there. I'm sure. Drive a ball one time. There's the slash I was talking about. No one able to get there. Strike two. We had a slapper one time. Again, don't try to get me on the year, maybe 2014. Stephanie Valenzuela, who was very much like Cordelia. 2-2. Allie Van Lanker taking cover. Very much like Cordelia, where it was all slap all the time. And then one day she turned around a heater and smashed it into the soccer field. She was left-handed like this, as most slappers are wont to be. The 2-2. That's kind of driven into left field. Deep enough for a sac fly, perhaps. Schulte gets it. Good job. 5-0, 2 outs. F7 SF RBI plus. Is it earned? No. This inning should be over. Ripped into left field. That's down for a hit. Sends the runner 6-0. KK now. Ripped into right field. That's down. Oh my. They're sending her home. Safe. KK moves up. We can walk this thing off with another hit. Single to right. Plus, she moved up. Van Lanker to third. Pena to the plate. Not an earned run. RBI. Stokes now with a chance to win it. Pioneers did this in game 1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Trying to do it again, 2 outs, bottom 6. This is a tough situation for Haskell. You got Stokes hitting in the high 400s, followed by Fouch hitting over 500. You can't just walk Stokes. You know what I mean? On purpose. You can, but why? Pick your poison. The 1-0. Ripped into right field, and that'll do it. Pioneers will walk them off again. A couple of 8-0 victories. And we can get out of here at 5:15. That's pretty nice. It's cold. It's cold out here. A 3-hit shutout in 6 innings for Sarah Melodia. And the Pioneers sweep a doubleheader 16 to nothing. That'll do it from the Overland Park Rec Complex. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Love you.